Hello? It's me, the guy that plays video games on this channel. So we're incredibly lucky today because the Xbox app decided to launch this game first time. Slight confession to make since the last stream. In the game, you get those gold files, silver files. I decided to look up how to get one of the gold files because there was one room in particular, the garden room. I had no idea how you were going to get a gold file in the garden room. So, I looked it up. I actually forgot what the solution was, but at the top of the page, it said, unlocking all the gold files grants you access to the epilogue. And that's it. So, slight confession that I did spoiler myself for the purpose of the gold files. Apparently the gold files give you like a little talky bit at the end of the game. Alright, we already did the cyan room, we already allied and betrayed. We already did the yellow room and the magenta room for ally. So our next choice is to go, our next choice is to betray in the yellow room and the magenta room and fill in these lines. And then no doubt we'll meet some more black book question mark endings, but you know, it is what it is. If I didn't want to do it this way, the other way I would do this is to go down this path and see how far this goes. See if we get a black book here or not. But I'm gonna go with the magenta room, and then I'm gonna choose to betray. So let's get to it.
We don't have time to talk about this.
Because this is what Fi tells us to do.
Betray.
She tells us to betray. See? In this one, specifically she says, choose betray. In this one, she merely suggests that it's a good idea to betray. And in this one, I think she gives both options, but she also says betray. But this one, specifically, she says, like, you know, you have to betray.
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose, that's a lot.
I actually think that Luna will ally.
Exactly. Our be so.
Yeah, let's skip this.
Just press the damn button.
Hopefully there won't be a lot of skipping tonight because I think this path and this path are the same. So until we've experienced this path, I don't think we'll have a lot to skip. How about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink once. Yeah. In this playthrough compared to the one we did yesterday, in this one there was no body. In this one there was a body. It's almost like you knew it would be there. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you? Are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I
don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, I'll just vote ally. It'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
It is interesting that, like, both Phi and Sigma are experiencing the different timelines in this weird premonition way.
9, 8,
like,
7.
compared to the first game. Give me a second. Really hot in my room today. I'm gonna open a window.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
When your BP hits 0, you die.
Ah, that was the big reveal.
That's what I meant.
1.
Yeah. And then they explain you having time here to click it based on your brain overclocks and slows down time, which is quite funny. It's just like a little bit of housekeeping, but I thought it was pretty funny to include it. So basically they're saying that Phi isn't wrong for telling you at the very last second because your brain can process it. Let's go betray.
Round 1.
Like, I think Sigma says, you gave me a lot to think about in that last second.
Completed.
And Phi's like, yeah, but your brain can slow down time
will be
when you're under pressure.
in the warehouse. Thank you
All right.
for your participation.
I think when we leave,
Ambidex gates now opening.
when we leave, Phi will say something to us like, what did you choose? And then we go over and see the results. And then I wonder if she's going to be happy this time. Phi is rarely happy. Like, all the playthroughs we've done, Fi is never happy. Yeah, I can see people rushing and shoving towards the monitor. Tamyoji was left behind. What? His footsteps, slow, heavy plod. Yeah, because he saw that dead woman. What happened to make him like that? If your BP hits 0, do we really die?
Well, you chose betray because of what I said, right?
Yes.
Don't worry. You made the right choice.
She hasn't lied. Like, we know she hasn't lied,
Well,
but it's
Zero will
interesting
tell
that
you if I
Sigma
lied
doesn't
or
know we
not.
haven't lied. Or she hasn't lied. This game's confusing. It's difficult to talk about.
Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
You'll see in a minute. Let's go, Sigma.
Yeah. Because this is when, Zero is gonna explain that hitting 0 BP means you die.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock! Amberdex game! Round 1! The results! If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
It's really interesting as well that we still haven't found any other, cure. We haven't found any cure. We haven't found something to tell Fi so that she doesn't leave. We haven't found something to tell Kay not to leave. Yeah. So everybody betrayed, and all the individuals allied. What the fuck?
Here are the results from your game. Now,
So Clover and Alice are gonna have a
check the
disagreement.
numbers on our bracelets.
The last time Clover and Alice had a disagreement over what to vote, Alice ended up dead.
Sigma, why did you and Vi do that?
Oh no, I feel bad already. Poor
All we
Luna.
had to do was choose ally 3 times, and we could all escape together. After this, we only would have needed 2 more rounds, and we would have all had 9 points.
But we know that there's
Now
not.
Why?
We know that there's not a path where you can ally all the time, because we've done it. We've already tried. Nobody else allies with you if you ally on the first game. We already know that from the other playthroughs.
It was me. I told him to betray you.
What?
There's a way to get out faster. If you're successful twice with betray, you'll get 3 points each time, which gives you 6. That means you'll have 9 BP after the second AB game.
I know that. Is that why you chose betray? So you can escape before the rest of us?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to get out first or anything. Just wanted to have a little leverage.
How is leverage supposed to help you?
Oh! If Phi and Sigma are both sitting on 9 points, with some other people sitting on 9 points, maybe we can convince them to stay to do the final game and get everybody to 9 points.
Well, I was planning on getting out of here with everybody else, and he...
You're lying. What makes you think I'm going
Yeah.
to believe that?
That's the same lie that Kay told. Kay said that they were waiting to go out with everybody else. Their eyes met for a long moment, but all I could see is Luna's sadness and disappointment. Yeah, fucking poor Luna. Phi opened her mouth, then shut it again and looked away, as if she had something to say and then didn't. I was about to apologize to Luna.
Hey, what
Alice
were you
is mad at
thinking?
Clover.
I'm sorry, Alice. I didn't think you'd choose ally.
What? You really think I'd betray you?
Well, no. That's what I thought at first.
But Kay told you to choose betray, didn't he?
Yes, I did. I was sure you would vote similarly.
Are you listening? I'm not going to vote betray against Clover.
Is that so? You never considered that we might choose to betray you?
What?
Clover would never choose that, of course. But what if I was your sole opponent? I understand it might seem strange of me to say this, but who would trust a man who hides his face? If I were in your position, I would be quite certain my masked opponent would choose betray.
Well, but it wasn't just you. Clover was there too.
Yes, she was. But if I'd chosen to end an argument by force, do you think she would have had any chance? I was certain you'd choose betray for that very reason.
So that was why you did it.
Yes.
After he explained
So
his
Kay
thinking
did
to
betray.
me, I thought he had a good point.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I think the
apologize.
thing that's like annoying in this game, but it's not really annoying like from a player's point of view, but it's annoying in like a storytelling point of view. A lot of the couples or duos dynamic revolves around people being able to overpower the other person rather than just convince them with words. So for example there, Kay chose to betray, Clover wanted to ally, and then Kay says that he convinced Clover with his words, but he also caveats that with saying, do you think that Clover would be able to oppose anyway? And I think that kind of like power dynamic that you have with a lot of the groups, particularly the ones that are a man in a group of a woman, or for example a young person with an old person, or the ones with Quark, having that like power dynamic where they would be able to like physically overpower them to alter the vote kind of takes away from the storytelling rather than adds to it. So the solution to that would be to have each ambidex pod split into 2 parts, and to have a system where both parties need to choose the exact same button of their own free will without the threat of like violence or overpowering somebody. It just feels a bit like, you know, Kay's saying, hey, I voted to betray, I convinced Clover to betray, but also, even if I hadn't convinced her with words, do you think she could stop me anyway? It feels a bit like, you know, sucks some of the fun out of the game. Sometimes life is unfair, true. It just feels like Tenmyoji, by being like an older person and going through the stress of seeing the dead body of the woman, like, he's in like a position where he could be overpowered by almost anybody but Quark, right? It's just something else to think about. Like I said, I think the only way to solve it would be to split each ambidex room into 2 sections, have the people go into each section, maybe with like a clear partition between it. So for example, we were just Phi and Sigma and we were voting against Luna. If there was a partition between Phi and Sigma, and we both had access to the screen in the middle, and we were able to like vote independently, or perhaps we were able to like combine our vote, you know? It just feels a bit unfair. I mean, the game would be a lot longer. It would have another split tree here. And you would need a lot more complex dialogue and a lot more like choices for that to work in a gameplay sense. But it just feels like that physical element of overpowering somebody kind of takes away from the mind game side of it. You know? Like the mind game side of it is kind of overpowered by having that physical element. Anyway, let's continue. I'm interested to see if anything will happen between Clover and Alice that will end up in a stopped timeline. Because this is a stopped timeline with Clover and Alice here. And then this one is also a stopped timeline with Alice, and so is this one. Oh, no. We have 2 stopped timelines that are Clover and Alice.
This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
And then the rabbit says, what do you think? There's going to be a next AB game? She's like, yeah, you said it's round 1. We can kind of skip some of this dialogue, because I think it is the same as the other playthroughs.
Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji.
The game actually
little
skips
shit
some
is a
dialogue,
hell of
though,
an
if it
actor.
knows you've heard it in
I'll
other
bet you money
playthroughs.
he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust that kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much.
Yeah, we've heard
You
this.
hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
Poor Tenmyoji. Looked like things had gone as planned for the other teams. Oh, hadn't gone as planned for the other teams either. Nonetheless, we all seem to have reached some sort of truce. So in this one, every pair betrayed and every single allied.
Start.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Yeah, we can kind of skip this.
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
All right, apologies. I'm skipping some of this. Yeah, just explaining that we're gonna need different keys for the next part. That the numbers have switched.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenbioldi.
Yeah.
Or Alas. Or Mooney.
And then the rabbit says that every player who has 1 point might be the next to die.
Or maybe everyone.
What?
Why?
Yeah.
You know,
Why am I going to die?
in our first playthrough, when we allied here, this talking section, like these two sections together, if you don't skip any of it and you just let it auto, it's an hour and 40 minutes. It's an hour and 40 minutes, so I'm not sitting here another hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, we can skip this. This is explaining about
Alice
reaching
Luna,
0.
That mean.
What?
If you reach 0 points, you die.
Sorry's not.
Yeah. If there's anything new, I'll be able to spot it. Yeah, this is the thing where it says Sigma's trying to reconcile why he's here. And he asks, you know, had I started a fight with a mysterious religion? Had I hacked a terrorist group? This is all the same. So I can skip this. Then he looks at his flashback. As far as I know, the last 3 times we've seen that, nothing has changed during the flashback. And then you pick where to go. The first time we picked them in order 1, 2, 3. And then we picked 3, 2, 1. Then we picked 2, 3, 1. Then we picked 1, 3, 2. I don't think it matters. But I'm gonna go crew quarters anyway. You can actually skip that and it like makes the map section quicker, which is really weird. You know, like the part where the blinking dot shows the path that you go through the facility? Alright, room 1. This is where the bomb is in Tenbioldi.
Sigma, what are you doing here?
You know what, I'm gonna quickly save as well. I'm saving and I'm like paranoid about saving because the Xbox app had issues yesterday. Yeah, what happened to Tenmyoji? Been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body. Now, I kind of feel like skipping this as well.
You sure it ain't just all in your...
I'm skipping it. Alright, what do they say? It's okay, I guess. Just thought Tenmyoji was the only person here. This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate. Makes sense. Yeah, we've seen this. We talk about the phones. Talk about Alice. Yeah. I'm gonna scroll up just to see if there's anything I missed, because it's a little bit quicker than listening to it. Yeah. And she tells a little bit about Alice. She says that like that they're co-workers or something like that. She uses a weird term. Yeah, there we go. See? I guess you could say we're co-workers. Where do you co-work? An organization? That's pretty vague. And then, yeah. Let's go to the lounge and get Sigma's lines about, hey, I'm in a room full of free ladies. It's like I'm in the VIP area.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yes, in this playthrough we were.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
Why does everybody always say secret pathway? Like, even Quark. When Quark meets you in the crew quarters, if you chose to go to the crew quarters first, he says, did you find a secret passage? It's like, no. I think we're gonna skip this, because all we do is show the book, and then we work out that we were abducted at different times. They dialogue back and forward about how they were abducted on the 22nd, and we were abducted on the 25th. And then we don't know what day it is, but that's fine. This could be different. Well, Alice and Clover, I did go over the room quite thoroughly. I doubt you find any hidden hallways. Why are you back here then? Well, I was concerned about the lady you found Who would do such a horrible thing? Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate. Yeah, Kay is. Why would I kill this woman? That's because Kay was the only one conscious in the room where the old lady was found. But we know that during playthrough Cyandor, I don't know what else to call it. During Cyandor, the old lady isn't found. She's only found when you do yellow and magenta, which is very weird. Then they take her to the autopsy thing. Yeah, that was a new thing. Him having the key on his head. That only happens if you go through the magenta door. But we've already seen it. In other words, no new info.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
What? Did I just miss something major? Yeah, this is the part where he talks about glasses. He says the mask feels natural, but it's like glasses. You wouldn't want to wear them all the time. I don't remember all the doors opening at once. I remember us standing in front of the doors with everybody.
Hell? You're late. You just thought you'd take your fucking time getting back?
Sorry.
Yeah, I seem to remember all the doors being closed, and then you work out which door you want to go through, and then they open, then you go through, and then Sigma says, I looked over my shoulder and saw like Dio, Quark, and Kay go into one room, Tenmyoji, Clover, and Alice into another.
Sorry's not gonna cut it. Did you forget how this works? I'm your partner.
It's fine.
And later you'd have killed us both, especially me.
A little weird though.
You should remember that too, Sigma. I can't go through without you. You got back in time, but you need to be more careful.
Ah. Yeah, that is new.
Stop fighting. This isn't the time for that.
That is new. The doors
right,
opened
you know.
early because everybody else got there.
The doors have already opened.
Yep.
We need to hurry up and figure out our teams.
Is Fi gonna tell me all the combinations as usual?
I'll just explain it as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Just like before, there are only 3 possible
I
combinations.
spent like 4 hours in the first game trying to work out the combinations before Clover used to tell you. And not like 4 hours, like maybe 1. I like option A. I like option A, yeah. Sigma, Alice, and Luna. I like this one. Oh, wait. Hold on. Alice, Luna, and... Yeah, Alice, Luna, and Sigma into the yellow door. Or Sigma, Alice, and Kay into the blue door. We've already done that though, right? Yeah. Apparently we missed an archive in here, but I don't remember that. It's fine. The archives just give you access to the epilogue, and we can mop that up after we're done with the main story.
3 minutes remain until chromatic door.
I'm not going with Kay. I had enough of that last time. Thank you very much.
Oh dear. Seems
Aw.
I'm not wanted.
I'd like Luna to come with us.
It's funny. I was really sympathetic for the big robot until we got this end, which is the only like game over we've had, technically. The only like hard, fast game over.
Huh?
But now I don't like the robot.
Need someone gullible for the next round?
Hey, shut up. Aren't you my partner?
Maybe. But I don't want her to think that means I agree with you.
You betrayed me last time, Fi. And Dio, you betrayed Tenmyoji.
Yeah.
Ah, come on. Didn't I tell you? It was Quark who...
Dio! Stop saying that!
Anyway, Fi and I won't be choosing Betray this time. Your BP's 1 right now, isn't it? If you chose ally and we chose betray, what would it be?
-1. I'd die.
I didn't want to say it straight out, but yeah. We're not gonna go that far just to get out of here. Right, Fi?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Fi's face. Did she learn to lie from LA Noire?
Okay. Then I'm going to take a chance on you.
I think she learned how to lie from the fantastic lying simulator LA Noire.
I've made up my mind.
Then that means Quark and I will be going with Kay, since it looks like Alice
Hold
is
on.
pretty determined.
Hold on here. There we go.
Yes, I am.
Then I get to go with Alice again. I'm totally good with that. What I did to Alice last time was really bad. I want to try to make up for it.
So we're going with option C then? That means each group is going through a complementary door. Sigma, Alice, and Clover are going through the red door. Tenmyoji, Quark, and Kay are going through the green door. And finally, Dio, Luna, and I are going through the blue door. Any objections?
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
Let's go.
Oh, wow. I guess there is no objection time because, like, it's not a choice. The path doesn't split. Interesting. I mean, I noticed that, and I wondered if that's why the doors were open before you were there.
Chromatic doors closing.
But it did still give you, like, an opportunity to see what the combinations would be, and then it just doesn't let you choose. It's just like, fuck it, just go. Interesting stuff. This is our first time going in the red room, correct? Oh wait, no it's not. Shit, I'm an idiot. This is the reactor control room, yeah. But this time it won't be the control room. This time it'll be a different room will open.
There are 3 doors, but it looks like they're all locked.
I kind of want to do the archives or the
I wonder
pantry.
what this thing does.
Like we've only seen them
it's got a
during
lever.
cutscenes.
Can you pull that, Sigma?
Sigma balls. The weirdest thing in this game is people's names.
It opened the door on the right.
Details hardly seems important to me. They gave us the way forward. Come along now.
Without waiting for a response, Alice strode off towards the open door. Clover and I hurried to follow. And Alice isn't acting weird, she's just acting totally normal right now. Pantry. So I've only seen the pantry in the archive during like cutscenes. One when we're looking for Alice and one when we're looking for Quark.
Whoa! This is amazing! Who'd ever need this much underwear?
What?
Well, I mean, all these boxes and stuff are panties, right?
Jesus Christ. No, Kimrex, as soon as you typed that, the weird convo about the boobs was the weirdest thing. Now we've got Clover thinking that a pantry is full of panties.
And there are a lot of boxes. Isn't that what it said on the door?
Clover dear, it didn't say panty.
It said pantry.
Pantry?
It's where you keep food.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense.
That Elmo laugh. Her face had turned an especially amusing shade of red. True. There's a video from, I think it's the 1980s, and they're polling people on the street. They're talking about edible underwear, and they get this old lady to eat some of it, and she says it's quite nice. And then another woman asks, what's the purpose of this? And it's like, it's a very English video.
I'd say it's a water storage tank.
It's
Is it
totally
for
full of
rehydrating
water.
food?
The stuff on the shelves looks like it's mostly bread, maybe a few pastries, but no panties. Clover was right that there's a lot, though.
Looks like you could live here
I'd
for
have
quite
to
a while.
agree.
Yeah. And what do you think this place is for?
Maybe it's where they quarantine sick people.
Didn't we tell you about Radical 6?
I guess that story really was true.
You're saying that the reason they've got all this food here and water is so they can keep infected people here. Dude, this is too real. This is too 2020. I wish I'd played this during the pandemic. That's ridiculous. I'm not infected with some weird ass disease. I don't want to spend the rest of my days of my life locked up in a
Me
metal
either.
box. I'm not even kidding. If you spend the rest of your days locked up in a metal box with Alice, not bad.
Giving us food is all well and good, but no spare underwear? That's unforgivable.
That's right, Luigi.
Seriously? How long are you guys going to keep making fun of me for that?
Is English Clover's first language? Real talk here, right? Tenmyoji is clearly meant to be Japanese, right? But Quark is blonde. Lotus seemed very Japanese. Lotus was very Japanese in the first game. Whew. Alright, let's fucking go. Start at the door and work our way around. We have a tray system with a bunch of numbers. What do you think this machine is? The bottom part looks like some kind of dolly. It's got a 5x5 grid of metal boxes. Top row's empty though. Do you think we're supposed to put something in them? Well, not something, I guess. Probably more boxes. So we have 5 missing boxes. We have a container that says basic water. We have one that says neutral water. Another basic water. And an acidic water, do not drink. Got a bunch of fractions. No, I think these are pages from a day calendar. The blue ones are Saturday and the red ones are Sunday. So the black are weekdays? Huh? Blue ones are Saturday and the red ones are Sunday, so the black are weekdays. Okay. This is my first note that might not actually be worth anything. Should have seen my notes pages for the last couple of games we played. Actually ridiculous. I just wrote on 2 separate sheets of paper by accident. Wow. So, Chimerix, you weren't here at the very beginning of the stream. I accidentally spoiled one thing for myself, but it's not a big deal. In the garden area, we didn't get the extra gold file. So I looked up how to get the gold file in the garden area. And before I could look, the top of the page said what the purpose of the gold files is. Now, the purpose of the gold files isn't a story thing at all, other than the fact that grants you access to the epilogue if you get all the gold files. So, there's that. I spoiled that for myself, but then I actually didn't go through with looking up how to get the rest of the stuff. What are you doing? You broke it. Oh shit! The warm drawer. Alright, cool. Oh yeah, technically I did fuck up by finding out like exactly why. This is a vandal switch. Some people were putting vandal switches on their PCs, anti-vandal switches. The purpose of anti-vandal switches is to be recessed so that it can't be broken. You typically find them on arcade cabinets, parking machines. Lock, unlock. Well, there you go. Huh. So this is... Huh? Look like there's something inside that ice cube. I wonder if we can get it out. What ice cube? How about dropping it through the hole? What hole? There's a square hole down there, see? Alright, I guess they're seeing something that we're not seeing. Get ready for a minigame. So we need this card to fall out the ice cube hole. And we drag up and down, okay? Huh? Oh, okay. That was close. That was close. I'm not understanding the rules yet. So the rules are that the ice cube changes color. And then, is the ice cube changing color relevant? Does it become frozen in place? Ah, it becomes frozen in place. Okay. Okay. So the first choice is either left or right. You know what I mean? There's only one way that you can actually go. If this block goes left, it ends up here. If it goes right, it ends up here. Then the next choice is either up or down or back the way it came. If you go down, it ends up in here, and then this block is already here. So if you want it to freeze in place... Yeah. If you want it to freeze in place against the wall, like if you want it to freeze here, you need to slam it against this wall and then slam it back. Yeah, see? And now it freezes in place. But if it touches another block, then it also freezes in place. Interesting. So if I go right and then left... No? I think I've got it. If it touches this one, it's gonna freeze in place, right? Shit. Yeah, this one's gonna be a trial and error, because I don't understand. Like, I don't know what I want to do. And now we're just stuck in here. Why are they freezing? 1, 2, freeze, right? So that freezed in 3. But watch this second block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why was the second block able to move 4 times before freezing, but the first block was only able to move 3 times before freezing? 1, 2, 3. And that block is now frozen. 1, 2, Huh? Yeah, I'm not understanding the rules. Is it when they pass by each other, they gain an extra point of freeze? So say for example, it has 4 blocks to freeze. If it hits a wall, that counts. If it passes another block, that counts. And if it touches another block, that counts. Or maybe it's because this one's already white, because it's already hit something. Maybe that's why it freezes in 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuck! That was it! If it could go down in a lot... No, it wasn't it. Fuck it. Yeah, I don't have a fucking clue. I genuinely don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying to get the key card through the hole, right? Fuck it. We're not doing this puzzle. We're gonna come back to it, because I can't be fucked. I'm not slowing down my momentum. Bunch of instant coffee and boxers of tea! You mean boxes, right? Fuck. Fucking clever. Some of the pictures on these boxes look really tasty. I wonder what's under the wrapper. What's under the wrapper? And then Alice says underwear under there. Shut up. Fuck. So these are days of the week, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Saturday and Sunday. So 113 were black. Yeah, 113. $366. I said there are 366 drawers. You just looked at them and I figured it out? No, I did the math. They're divided into 4 sections. Each row is numbered 1 through 14. In other words, there are 14 rows in each section. The columns are labeled the letters A through G. So you've got 7 columns, and 4 sections means 28 columns total. Now each section has a few spots where there aren't any drawers, right? Well, specifically, there are 26 of those spots. So it's 14 times 28 minus 26, and that's 366. Wow. Yeah, very simple stuff, Alice. Cells are divided into... okay. But it's not letting me do anything with them. Okay. Hey, this is from the calendar, right? It looks weird, though. So we got 2 parts of the calendar. 113... would be here, right? This is 113, and then the next one was 327. 327 would be here. The next one was 5-7. So there's 5-1, so this is 5-7. The next one is 7-30. 7-30 would be... here. And then 11/11. Is 11/11 not a day when something happened? I suppose the armistice, right? Yeah, maybe I'm just thinking of the armistice. I was thinking of like some other thing. Wait, I think there's something written on the back of it. The day the man was abducted. You have found a note on the back of the calendar. You can view it in the archive. The day the man was abducted. Skyrim Day? True. And it's going to be Starfield Day if they don't delay the game, like the rumors suggest. Also, what up? What up, Grummeldonk? Big if. Yeah. I don't really believe the rumors that Starfield's going to be delayed. I know that Jason Schreier verified the guy that leaked the information saying it could be delayed. He verified that that guy did work at Bethesda. I don't believe that somebody who's a concept artist, or particularly a character artist, would be working on the game late enough to know if the game's going to be delayed. Yeah. I mean, it's probably going to be pretty bad, but Bethesda are like some of the only companies that make those big type of games. You know what I mean? Like, as buggy and bullshit as Skyrim was in Fallout 3 and 4, they're really kind of beyond comparison in the West for those big-ass games. I mean, you know, other AAA games are things like fucking The Last of Us Part 2, which is completely different. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the guy that said the game might be delayed because it has too much content, he was a character artist. Typically, character artists on a game that's like been in production for 5 or 6 years, he could have left the game 3 years ago. He could have left the game 2 years ago. He could have left the game 12 months ago. Also, weren't they working from home 2 years ago? So how would he know, right? How would he know? I'm not trying to, like, you know, cope, because I don't care that much about when I get to play it, but I just feel like he doesn't really know everything. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is if you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along and then 3 down, is that the best way to write this? And then 327 is 2 along and all the way at the bottom. And then 5, 7 is 1 along and 2, 4, 6, 7 down. Of course it is. And then 730 would be, yeah, first box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 down. And then 1111 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then it's 2, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have a reason to cope, so it's not copium. I just feel like somebody who's a character artist. Character artists could be working right up until the end of the game, depending on, like, you know, the game's production cycle, but I feel like character artists can leave games way before they're released, which is evident, right? Like, it's evident. The guy has left already, and the game still has nearly 6 months still to go. So what does he really know? How would he really know if it's going to be delayed? You know what I'm saying? I really, yeah. Actually, I never even thought about it like that. He probably left the game a year ago and it's got another 6 months. So how does he know? I don't think he knows anything. Dude, can I still not fucking click on these? Are you fucking serious? Is there a button thing I could input like A, B? Is that what it's gonna be? What the fuck, boys? So this is the first page, right? And then the row we want is A, B, C, D, E. And then we want 3. Nice. Always still talks to inside people. True. But then they shouldn't be leaking shit either, right? Fuckonk. I just feel it's weird. I feel like it's very weird for him to say, like, as a character artist, Next one is C and the row is all the way at the bottom. No? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's 2 and all the way at the bottom. Yep. It's very weird. If it was somebody who's like, hey, I'm like a fucking motion capture artist, the game isn't finished, I'd be like, because mocap you do pretty late in a game. Yeah, the Netflix gaming thing. Yeah. I just feel like it's very weird. Okay, the next one is this, right? We don't even need to look at this, actually. We can just look at the archive again. I'm slowly working on this puzzle while, like, talking about this game. So the next one is 5, 7. Yeah. And then 7, 3. So next one is 4, 5, 6, and then it's 7, 8, 9. So I should write down this one's 4, 5, 6. And this one's 7, 8, 9. I just feel like it's shaky evidence. Yes, the guy is legit. Yes, he doesn't really have any reason to leak it other than if he got paid for the story, which I doubt. But it just seems very shaky. I wouldn't trust it. This is 1 and 7. Netflix getting into gaming sounds like such a bad idea. They've already done it, right? Didn't it already fail? I thought they already did it and it already failed. I can't remember what it's called, but like it's a public thing now, right? It's like a public announcement now. I literally didn't even look at it because the article read like it already fucked up. People were too busy talking about their stocks. As if stocks make a fucking difference to anybody's life. D5. Ooh, how did I get that wrong? What? 10, 11, 12, and it's 4 along, which is D. And then it's 5 rows down. Ooh. Alright, let's have a look-see. Why am I getting this one wrong? The date we're looking for is 11-11, which is 4 down, 4 along, 1, 2, 3, 4. So A, B, C, D. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Oh, I went 11-1. Shit. Okay. It's 7 along. And then 2, 4, 6 down. Okay. 7 along and then 6 down. Dude. I fucked that up. I got confused with the slash and I just saw it as like an 11. So what are your guys' final thoughts on that? Do you believe that this guy's telling the truth and that Bethesda will possibly delay a game that's been like in development for fucking 7 years due to incomplete features and content? Because I really think that it's a no. I feel like it's a big no. Guess we need to get this. I really don't know how we're gonna do this. Oh, wait! No. I thought I just worked it out. Okay. The directions we can move are up, down, left, and right. Don't care. Bethesda for me only makes super incomplete games, hoping the size of the world distracts people from it. Usually it takes a couple of years for the PC mod community to fill in the gaps. Then repackage it for a Legendary Edition. Yeah. Yeah. I normally buy Bethesda games as soon as they come out. I played Oblivion about 3 years after it'd come out. And I didn't go back and play Morrowind or anything like that. I played Oblivion about 3 years after it came out. And then I got Skyrim the day it came out. I got Fallout 3 the day it came out. I got Fallout 4 the day it came out. But yeah. To me, I can see the flaws, but I still like the games. I actually like the base building and stuff in Fallout 4. But I guess that comes from like being somebody who played The Sims a lot, right? They get repetitive towards the end, a lot of the Fallout games, especially like if you start a new save and do the same quests in the same order, and their stories are normally shit. Like Fallout 3's storyline was okay, but Fallout 4's was fucking terrible. And then Skyrim's main story is kind of meh as well. But on the whole, I would say I'm a Bethesda fan, but I'm not like a Bethesda apologist, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, Bethesda are so good, right? Like, I'm a fan, but I'm not an apologist, and I'm not like a diehard fan. Fallout 3 had the worst main story in all of Bethesda games. It was better than 4. 4's main story was like trash. Do you want to kill this guy who's evil, who's also your son? Yes. Nonsense. Dude, I have no idea how to fucking do this. I literally have no idea how to do this puzzle. I know that we're gonna have to come over here and heat up the food or something like that. It's got a faucet, so it's connected to a water storage tank up there. So you use it to pour water. Yeah, there's a drain too. Oh yeah, in the middle here. Oh, Sigma, do you think you could use that there? I think you're meant to like get the basic water and fill it up. But we don't actually have instructions on like what the basic water is. Is basic water just 0 pH water? Story was when my friend was over and saw the big robot that kept spewing Americanisms, and he yelled, "It's a democrat." Yeah, taking democracy by force, right? Enforcing the democracy through the force of giant robots, because Bethesda. I guess 0 is neutral water, right? Fuck, 0 would be neutral water. I think I just fucked this up. Acidic water, like, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be messing with this right now. I'm gonna dump the basic water. Yeah, I'm dumping the basic water. We don't know enough about this puzzle yet. Fuck. We need the key card to enter into the screen, and then the screen's gonna tell us which type of water to put in here, and it's also gonna tell us the order in which to put the food in the top. It looks like this would be purple because it matches up, but maybe it's just matched the colors? The colors aren't exactly really apparent though. Like, for somebody who was colorblind, this game wouldn't be exactly perfect. Alright, they're held in place so I can't pull them out. So we definitely have to do something with the water. Hey. How did they put a cabinet in the corner like this? It's really hard to get into. It's just a sliding door. Hey. Box lunch nutrient balance. Fuck. Well, we put the boxes in the right colors and it seemed to take them. Nutrient balance 1 week. Oh, fuck. Right, they're just saying we can go check the right side. See the red button? I think it feels... If we should to unlock it, I think we can move this thing if we release the locks. Is that it? What the fuck am I doing? Tried my hardest to do an emotional connection in Fallout 3. Yeah, and the worst dad ever. Not that it was a smashing success or anything. The best Fallout 4's writing was all the followers anyway. They were all fleshed out. I liked Fallout 4. Like, I'm not saying that I didn't like any of the games. You know, I'm just kind of saying that I feel like Freeze was the worst story. I'm sorry. Or wait, no wait, I'm saying 4's was the worst story because of the dad. Or the son. But he was called father. He was called father, but he was also the son. Because Bethesda. You know, the best part of Fallout 4 for me was when I went back and replayed it off stream last year. I took my time and I read every like log and every like little area. I really liked that town that was overrun by mutants that had the prepper in it. There was a guy that was a prepper before the war and he'd convinced his like friends and neighbors to join him in his bunker. His whole plotline was great. I really enjoyed it. Also, did we get a chart? Did we get a chart to like tell us about pH? Woo! We did. Alright, drinking water is 7. Write this down. We know that though. 7 is neutral water. Why does it say acid and base? Don't you say acid and alkali? Do Americans call alkali base? When I did chemistry in high school, which was like, arguably it was 15, 16 years ago, base we used to call alkali. You would say acidic solution and an alkaline solution, and then neutral was 7. And this goes up to 14, I believe, and it goes down to 1. Interesting. Okay, let's go +3 and put our beaker under it. I think I remember in the science terms it was base, but I've heard the other term. You might have heard the term alkaline from like Western or not Western, from you know, European shit. So free is ionized water on the little chart thing. Fuck, this is complicated. A lot of juggling in this one. So this one is free. On the little buttons. Then we dump it and we press 2. And then we combine 2 with the test kit, and this gives us cyan water. And cyan water is 2. And we dump it, press 1. Like everyday use. Use base here, really? Oh, yeah. We don't really have a lot of that in British stores. Like, you know, when water says the pH balance on it, we don't. Like, it's just, it's water, mate. It's a bottle of water, mate. 1. That's not really something that comes into the marketing of water in the UK. As much as, it seems to in other places. I don't think I've ever really seen it. Is this green 7 or green 6? What kind of green is this? It's kind of like a lime green, almost like a yellow green. I would say that's a 6, right? Is it? That was the 0 water, though. I'm gonna say it's this then. Oh no, wait, shit. 0. Dude, my body can handle drinking pure battery acid. I grew up in Scotland. It's pee! Alright, so the PP water is -1. I don't know why I'm testing all the waters. I really only need to test 3 of them, right? Why am I testing all of them? Have you noticed the weird font in this game? Look at the number 3 in this font. Such a weird number 3. It's almost like not even a number 3 at all. Alright, red doo-doo water. This is -2. I guess I can write that these are pluses. And then the -3 is going to be bright purple. Bright red. Oh, so the other one must be even lower, right? The other one must be like down here. It's more like a wrench. It's a very, yeah, it's like a very weird font, like a futuristic font. It's not very clear, not very legible for something that would be like a military operation or something like that. Alright, acidic water. I guess we can fill this up with this. Neutral water, and it says it's potable, and then basic water. So basic water, does it want a base? Is that what that is? So it wants like, I guess it wants 3 plus 3. Why am I doing this? I literally don't know why I'm doing this. Like, this isn't even part of a puzzle yet. It's not even part of a puzzle. Neutral water. Is it to do with the color on the bands? So maybe I made that acidic water too acidic. Shit, I think I made the acidic water too acidic. If it's to do with the color on the bands. Like, this would be a 2 water, is what it wants, right? I'm gonna dump the acidic water in a minute. I don't want anybody to die. Yeah, if it just wants orange, I went a little bit too ham with that. -2. Let's give them the -2. Okay. I guess we did a job. Well, what the hell? This drawer is warm. That's ridiculous. Why would a drawer just be... You're kidding. You're not kidding. It really is warm. What's going on here? Took this out of the dolly, right? Then maybe it's for heating up food. Someone could have used it recently, so there's still some residual warmth. There's still some residual warmth. Alright, how long is this fucking mission gonna take me? Because I don't know how to do this. I don't know how I'm meant to do this. I really don't get this one at all. This one is opaque. Like, it's like, you know, and if it hits once, twice, 3 times it freezes. If this one hits once, it freezes. Like, what the fuck is this? Dude, my fucking brain is working overtime right now. I don't get it. I don't get this shit at all. What the fuck am I doing? Go in the hole. Oh no. Like, what path do I want the final brick to take? Do I want the final brick, right? It'll end up here. How do I get it here? It either has to come in from this side or this side or this side. If I could freeze a brick here, I could get it here and here, and freeze a brick down here. To go over that again, if I can freeze a brick here, right? And then also freeze a brick below this, is kind of like off the map. Then I can get it to go bonk, bonk, bonk. What if I did it on the other side? I would need a brick to be either like frozen here. Go like bonk, frozen brick in here. Bonk, bonk, bonk. This is fucking tough. This is fucking tough. Is there nothing in the archives? Nothing at all to help me? None of this helps? Fuck me, dude. Maybe I meant to cook one of the delicious meals and then eat it. And then I'll have the brain power to do this. You can slide the ice cubes by clicking and dragging the mouse or using the arrow keys. Move the ice cubes with something in it to the hole in the front. You can slide 4 of the ice cubes, but there is a limit to the number of times each one can be moved. Once you've reached the limit, the ice cube will freeze in place. I really don't get this at all. I don't get it. I don't get it. Hold on. Hold on, I'm onto something. I'm actually genuinely onto something. I'm not taking the piss. I really am. I'm not making this up this time. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No, I'm not onto anything. I don't get it. If you can see my face right now, I am like contorting my head. I'm cocking my head sideways. I have no idea. So back to talking about Starfield. I'm not actually a big space game person. I mean, I've completed the Dead Space series on stream. We've completed Mass Effect on stream. I actually completed Mass Effect off stream as well, before streaming. But other than like Dead Space and Mass Effect, I'm not a big fan of the space genre. I'm not like a Star Wars fan. I didn't play No Man's Sky. I was one of the people who wasn't even hyped for No Man's Sky, so, you know, it's not my type of game. Space exploration games, just not really my thing. I bought the X series, you know, like X1, X2, X3, Foundations, all that stuff. Didn't even play them. Tried to play X3. Got bored during the 4-hour tutorial on how to dock your ship and said, fuck this. Yeah. Space games in general, to me, boring as fuck. Don't really care if you're blue and your planet's dying. Star Citizen? Nah. I watch NMP LOL. He plays Star Citizen sometimes. Not interested. I'll never play an MMO type game anyway. I don't play MMOs anymore. Or like, it is an MMO, right? Star Citizen, because it's multiplayer and it's massive, right? I'm trying to think, is it even an MMO? But it is. So then when you're 55 and the game releases, you'll change your mind. No. Trust me. What's the other big one? Is it Eve or something? What's the big one that was like a big space game? Was that Eve Online? I had no interest in Eve. Remember when Affine used to play it? Remember Affine? Who scammazed millions of people with charity money? Back before you could gift subs, people used to make new accounts and sub to Affine. He would just constantly have subs. It was weird. No! That was the solution! That was the solution! I went this way instead of going this way. If I'd went 1, 2... This was the solution! It was the solution! This was the solution! I've yet to not have an issue when playing... Wait, I've yet to not have an issue. A double negative? Elite Dangerous as well, but apparently all the people that made that game left and the team is having some issues. Yeah. I know a little bit about Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous was sold as being like a VR game originally, right? Alright. I think this is it. No, wait. Wait. I can't do what I just said I would do. Look, if you do this, right, and get this one to be locked up here, and lock that one here, I said that if I did this path, right, down, right, down, like this would work. But, you can't get this block to end up here unless you do down and left. See how this is down and then right? You can't get this block to end up here unless you do down and left. You have to do down and left. So you then have to go right, down, left, then down. Oh! Oh! It only took half an hour, but we fucking did it, boys. Oh my god. Alright, let's combine this with a fucking... Where's my ice cube? Look at that. Put the ice cube in the warm drawer, right? Yeah, it'll probably melt eventually. That's a waste of time. Just stick it back in the dolly. Oh, alright. I didn't even think of this. No way! Sigma pretended to get burned on the water, and Alice was actually concerned. Alright, visitor ID. Nice. A drawer full of hot water. I don't need it anymore. I don't want it anymore. Huh? Looks like it's on now. Why is the screen red? Do you think there's something wrong? Wait. Content of neutral water vessel incorrect. Please rectify. Oh. Do you think that the extra key to the extra password to the safe is going to be found by possibly putting in a different combination of water? Or, wait a minute here. Which one of these would be December 25th? Which one of these would be December 25th? It would be B 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, B13 on the last day. Dude. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Dude. If you put in the day you got fucking abducted, you get the password for the room. No fucking way, dude. I am so glad I got that without looking it up. I'm so glad. That is fucking great. I'm so hyped for that. That is fucking hype. That is one of the hypest things that's happened. What do you think happens if you put in the other dates that are important to the game? The other one is the 22nd, so it would be A, B, C, D, E, F. It would be F, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. F12? Doesn't respond anymore. Start playing some DS1 again. Oh, Dark Souls 1. Getting a bit annoyed with all the cramped corridors. Guessing Dark Souls 3 is the better game. Yeah, I think that people who play Dark Souls, the majority say that 3 is the better game. Right? I don't know what people say about Demon Souls Remake though. People really hate this Dark Souls 2, and I think they take it that Dark Souls 3 is an improvement on 2. think that they're all pretty good games. Okay, the neutral water for drinking was wrong. So let's have a little bit of a look back at our neutral drinking water. So I think we gave it +2, and we're meant to just give it 7, and it has nothing to do with the blue band going around the tub, and everything to do with just the color matching the chart. Content of the neutral water vessel is incorrect. Water-filled container. I pressed the 0 button to get this water. Are they meant to be in a specific order? No. Can one of you guys maybe explain this to me? I put 0 water in it, and it says it's incorrect. I put +2 water in it, and it says it was incorrect. This is drinking water, and this is drinking water. Am I sure that maybe pressing the 0 gave me 7? Is that the only thing I could check? Alright, we got 0 water, right? The same as what's in the tub. And it's giving me green. That's drinking water. Not understanding this. Not at all. I'll try +1. I mean... What the fuck? That doesn't really make a lot of sense. The +1 water was like this color, right? Like a lime. And then the 0 water says drinking water. And then the actual band on the tub is a blue. Oh, wait. This chart shows the nutritional values that each staff member requires for the next 5 days. Rearrange the order of the ration boxes so that they match these values. By dragging a box over one another, you can swap them. So the staff members are what? The staff members are A, B, C, and D. Alright, you got 5 staff members. Staff member A needs 2, 4, 6, 8 orange. 8 orange. 10 red. And 8 green. Staff member B needs 7 orange, 9 red, and 4 green. Just make sure I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Staff member C needs 8 orange, 10 red, and 9 green. And staff member D needs 8 orange. I think that is 2, 4, 6, 8. 11 red and 9 green. And then staff member E is 9 orange, 10 green, and 10 red. Okay. So we need to use this to provide enough lunches to meet the criteria. So you want a total of, for number A, you want 8, 10, 8. 8, 10, 8. Ah, and you can only swap them. Okay. I guess you could do this a different way as well. So, on this one, you see how this ends up with the balance of this? If you want to have less green and less red, then all you would need to do is pick the one that has less green and less red. So you would make sure this guy gets more salads. Fuck, this is really hard. This is the hardest puzzle so far. This is gonna be like actual fucking mathematics here, boys. There's no easy way to do this. There's no easy way to do this. You need... This is gonna be fucking difficult. What if we start with the person that needs the most macros from the 5 meals? Does that make sense? So this guy needs 10, 10, and 9. So the only way he's gonna get 10, 10, and 9 is if he takes 1 green and 1 purple. Oh my god, I can't even think of like how to start this puzzle. Holy shit. Holy shit, this is fucking tough. I need a new sheet of paper. I need a new sheet of paper. This is actually really, really difficult. I guess we don't need to care about A, right? A is like kind of a misnomer. We only really need to deal with 4 people. Alright, orange, red, and green. So we need 7, 9, 4, 8, 10, 9, 8, 11, 9, and then 9, 10, 10. I wish I could take them all off. Do you know what I mean? And I wish I could see the total at the top. Fuck me. Fuck me. Okay. To get 7, 9, and 4. First we'll make 7 orange using 5 meals. To get 7 orange using 5 meals... yeah. To get 7 orange using 5 meals... 7, 9, and 4. Well, this is free. And this is free. So 1 of each of these. Which would put this to 5. And this to 6. And this to 2. And we need 7, 9, and 4. So that can't be right. Oh my god. This is so tough. Is the solution? Is the solution to make them all balanced like the original is? And then just swap the things? Right? So for example, D needs more red. Okay? D needs more green. D needs 2 more green than the first one, right? And 1 more orange. So we should switch his meal. We should switch one of his meals with one that has 2 more orange and 1 more green. Oh my god! This is fucking insane. This is insane. This is the toughest puzzle so far. I think I'm on the right track though with that. Like, if B requires less green, then we should remove this curry meal thing. Right? This butter curry thing. Is this butter? Is this carbohydrates, proteins, and fats? Is that what this is? Is butter representing the fat? So if we give his salad to E. Oh my god. I can't do this. I actually can't do this. I can't think of how to do this shit. I can't do this. I don't even know how you would begin to do this. It's so illogical. Everything's behind like 3 different sheets of paper. That fucking emo, it looks like she's picking her nose. It's so bad. Oh no. Alright. This person needs 2 more green and 1 more orange than the basic. So, which meal has 2 more green and 1 more orange than another meal? None of them, right? So it has to be 2 meals that we change. Ah, this is fucking tough. This is fucking tough. Oh, this is so difficult. Let me try something. I don't want to be here all day doing this fucking shit. But let me try one thing. Alright, what I'm doing is I'm writing down the letters for carbohydrates, protein, and fat. And I'm also writing down the color of the backgrounds. And I'm gonna copy over so that it's one. I'm gonna do it in Roman numerals to make it a little bit easier. Because I'm a Roman, right? So now I have written in front of me all of the meals, nutritional information written in Roman numerals. Then I'm gonna head over to this screen and I'm gonna copy that onto the meals on this side. So this is one. Fuck, I should do this in all in red. Oh no, this is so fucking difficult. Imagine how many little kids were crying doing this game when they were 12 years old. 12 years old, their parents don't have a lot of money. They buy them this game because it has cartoon characters on the front. Their little 12-year-old minds trying to do this math. Oh no. Okay. And now, in the same memo, we write what the total we want each person to have is. So it's 7. Oh wait, no it's not. Seven, 9, and 4. 8, 10, and 9. Oh fuck. You know, I could actually feel the burning of like the walkthrough guide. I could feel the walkthrough guide page loading in the background, because that's what this is like. This is such a difficult puzzle. 9, 10, and 10. Okay. So on the left, we now have the macros for everything. And on the top, we now have the macros for each individual person's requirements. And we have the example here, right? That is the worst 8 I've ever drawn in my life. So it's 8, 10, 8. So right now they're all 8, 10, 8. So we need to replace this one, right? This one needs one of the meals switched so that it has one more fat and everything else the same as the first one. So is there a meal? Is there a meal that has one extra 1 in the bottom column compared to the other columns? No, there isn't. So I think what we need to do to raise this person's fat by 1 is we need to find 2 meals that add up. We need to find 2 meals that add up to the same as the previous meals together with 1 lower fat. So for example, the soup and the salad are 3, 3, 1 currently. If we can switch the soup and the salad to something that makes 3, 3, 1 with it being 3, 3, 2. What up, Turtle? What up? Damn. This is fucking complicated. This is the hardest puzzle. I thought the ice cube puzzle was difficult. All I had to do was slide an ice cube around 5 times. Just work out the perfect weight. This is like... Alright. I'm gonna explain it to Turtle. These are the menus for person A, B, C, D, and E. Person A's menu is locked in, but the other ones we can swap the food around between the people and everything. Like we can give this guy free salads or whatever, right? This one's locked in, and we need to make all 4 of these have the correct amount of dietary requirements using this chart. These are the dietary requirements for person A, B, C, D, and E. So person E needs to have 9 carbohydrates, 10 protein, and 10 fat. These are the dietary balance of the meals, the 5 meals, right? And we need to rearrange the chart so that each person has the correct dietary requirements. So, on the left, I've written down the dietary requirements of all the meals in the first column. And you could use that as a base. And the result that gives you is 8 carbohydrates, 10 protein, and 8 fat. And the person we're trying to solve first is this person, who requires 8 carbohydrates, 10 protein, but they require 9 fat. So we need to find a combination that gives them 1 additional unit of fat into their 5-day diet. Also, the people are only eating 1 meal a day, according to this chart. This is fucking insane. 9, 10, 10. What about this one? Can we do this one first? 9, 10, 10. 9, 10, 10. Okay. They require 1 more protein, 2 more fat, and 2 more carbohydrate. So I would assume that you're going to be taking away their soup, and you're going to be taking away their salad, and replacing it with something else from somebody else's food. What about replacing their salad like that? What does that give us? Oh my god! This is... I need to pee. I'll BRB. I've been sitting here for 2 hours. I'll BRB. Alright, I'm back from looking up the walkthrough guide. That's a lie, I didn't look up a walkthrough guide. I am back though. Okay. I think that I'm on the right path with looking at how they differ. Looking at how they differ from the original is the way to go. Right? Like, you gotta look at it as they're all humans, right? They're gonna be very close dietary requirements, but maybe person B, for example, is an easy one to start with because they require less fat. So if we look at all the high fat items, the high fat items are... A is really high fat. Fucking hell. Dude, I don't know what I'm talking about. This is... I'm never gonna solve this on my own. A requires 4 less fat than the other ones. If we were to switch out 4 different meals to have 1 less fat in each meal, would that work? Maybe once you've worked out 2 of them, it becomes really easy to work out the rest. Right? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Like, this person only needs 1 more fat and 1 more protein in one of their meals, right? So is there a meal that's similar to another meal, but has 1 more protein and 1 more fat? For example, swapping their fish with a curry, right? Swapping their fish with a curry is a 1 more fat. And then is there another meal that's 1 more protein compared to another meal? Which meal is 1 higher protein than another meal? None of them, right? Without changing 2 meals? If we change their salad, if we change their salad to a soup, and then oh my god. Oh, fuck, I just fucking confused myself. I wish I had my webcam on right now. My fucking face. Every time I, like, think I have it. Come on, this is a game for, like, 15 plus. There's kids doing this game. Kids. No. I give up. I give up. The only thing I can think of is trying to like brute force it, but brute forcing it can end up like you'd be here all day. Look how many combinations. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. How did that give them one extra? Oh, because 8, 10, 8, and that makes 8, 10, 9. Because it has one more fat in the curry thing than it does the fish. And they now have one less fat in their thing, right? So we're trying to lower this one by 4. So we can lower this by another 3 and lower this by another 1. Wait, no. This one's meant to be 8, 11, 9. So we need the protein to go up by 1. Okay. And then the last one is 9, 10, 10. So we need the fat to go up by 1 and the protein to go up by 2. Fat to go up by 1 and the No, we don't. We need the carbohydrates to go up by 1 and the fat to go up by 2. So somebody needs to give their curry in replace for the salad. No! Dude, how the fuck did I get that? You are fucking kidding me. You are fucking kidding me that I actually worked that one out. All you needed to do was decide that B was gonna be the one giving meals to other people. And you had to make the swaps based on the information of A. No way. Then when you looked at the thing, you see how this said here that it's like free. God, these pens hardly even show up. When it says free 2, 2, and if you're swapping that for one that says 1, 2, 1, you gotta think of it as the change. So the change equals to +1, -2, and then +1. You gotta think of it like that. You gotta think of it as like, what do I change in this column into this column that makes this change to the numbers up top? Oh my god. I can't even fucking believe I did that. It was almost like everyone I looked at, the first thing I thought of to change was the obvious one, the one that meant the least changes, because there only was 3 changes in the whole thing, right? Aren't you getting a little too excited? Yeah, it's kind of freaking me out. How do they know? How do they know how excited I just got over that? Oh my god. Dude, I'm so fucking hyped that I got that. I can't even believe it. I literally can't even believe that shit. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Alright, and because of my fast thinking and putting in the extra calendar day for Christmas Day, we got the other safe password as well. So this one is star, this one is moon, this one's star. And I guess that's the golden file. I can't even fucking believe this, dude. I'm so hyped. That was the fucking most difficult puzzle in any of these games so far. Oh my god, Szechuan sauce! A Szechuan dish. It is made by pan-frying pork, cabbage, bell peppers, and green onions with doubanjiang or tianmianjiang for flavor. Paella, a Spanish dish where one cooks rice, meat, seafood, and vegetables. And vegetables is all one word in this thing, apparently. In a shallow pot seasoned with saffron. Schnitzel. Borscht, a Russian dish preparation, is very simple. You just stew meat and vegetables together for a long time. The finished meal is garnished with beets and sour cream. Not even lying, the amount of sour cream and like cream cheese in a Russian cooking is insane. It is insane. Dumplings filled with it, used as like a garnish, used as like a side dish, crazy amounts. Hold on. Free the soul, Myrmidon's brother and bracelet free. Let's read these. What does this say? Free the Soul, an emerging religious organization with a rapidly growing membership. Some figures claim their congregation numbers over 1 million in countries across the world. Originally, the organization called itself Free the Soul of Y, but later dropped off Y to become simply Free the Soul. The founder of the religion is known only as Brother, and his true identity is a mystery. Only a small number of the highest ranking members have ever seen him. The doctrine of Free the Soul demands that its adherents separate themselves from the world, free themselves of lust, and release their souls from their physical bodies so that they can be purified. Its followers believe that they will be born again as a new race, and the world will be transformed into a place of equality with no conflict or poverty. Considering how a peaceful world of equality with no conflict or poverty usually plays out in the movies, they seem like a pretty scary group of people. Is Quark a follower of Free the Soul? Then it says Myrmidons. Free the Soul is a powerful new religious order dedicated to establishing a new world order, and the Myrmidons are their elite frontline soldiers in that secret war. The general public knows nothing about the Myrmidons, but their actions have put them on... You know what? We're gonna read this after we get out of this room, because this music is doing my fucking head in. I'm not even kidding. I know that solving this will finish the music, and I just want to leave. Alright, we got a map. That's cool. We can actually kind of skip this. I honestly can't focus because I've been listening to this music for like an hour. The same as you guys have been listening to it, but it's different for me because I'm the one using my brain here. You're being entertained. I'm entertaining. You know what I'm saying? That was also a joke. Oh, oh, the music is done. Whew. Oh, the relief. Okay. We can skip this.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
Okay. Free the Soul is a powerful new religion, blah blah blah. So they have frontline soldiers called Myrmidons, but their actions have put them on watch lists of intelligence communities across the globe. Rumors say that all Myrmidons have the same face, suggesting that they may all be clones of a single person. No one knows where this rumor started exactly, but I can tell you that it's a very credible source. You know how the first game had a lot of things about faces? Myrmidons all have the same face. So who's our prime suspect to be a Myrmidon? Our Myrmidon prime suspect would have to be either Phi or possibly K. Brother, the founder of Free the Soul. Although he prefers not to be referred to as such, as a child he had a younger brother whom he was very fond of. Unfortunately, the worst happened and the younger brother was murdered. Rage and despair filled Brother, and for 9 days and 9 nights he was consumed by his own misery. On the morning of the 10th day, however, he had a revelation. Mankind was rife with base desires and needed to be purified so that a new world order could come into being. God had spoken to Brother and given him a mission. Brother dedicated his life to realizing that mission, and at the age of 26, he established Free the Soul of Y. He claims that the Y is a symbol for miracles. This is an anime game, so everyone has the same face. True. If you think Tenmyoji looks like Alice, it's up to you. Bracelet. Oh, bracelet 3 it says. Are the other things called like bracelet 1 and 2? Hold on here. Bracelet 1, yeah. Bracelet 2, bracelet 3. Some information that isn't revealed in the game. The bracelet put on the left wrist of the 9 participants in the Ambidix games has an important feature that's never mentioned. As soon as it's put on, a needle on the underside activates and inserts itself into the wearer. That doesn't necessarily mean that it injects a drug, only that it activates and pierces the skin. Maybe there's something on the needle, or maybe there isn't. All that's certain is that someone puts on the bracelet, they get poked. That's an interesting little side meme. That one's about K's bracelet, because this is all about K. And then this other one is just about the basics of taking them off. Alright. Whew. I actually cannot fucking believe that I did the dinner table puzzle. I genuinely did not look it up. I went to pee. We have guests in the house right now. We've got 2 guests downstairs, right? And one of them went to the bathroom, so I couldn't go. So I was sitting here holding it. And then eventually... and then I went. I didn't look it up on my phone. I didn't look it up on my browser. I genuinely just worked it out by moving around the shit. And it was like everything, if you moved from the first one solved itself. Almost like solving the first one required just solving the other 3. Oh my god, I can't even fucking believe that I did that shit.
45 minutes.
Alright, cool. Somebody's already opened the voting booth.
One of the other teams must have done it.
But the rest of us aren't even back yet.
Did I save? I'm saving again just in case. It's Dio, right? So what happens here is normally the Dio opens the gate before everybody else is back, and then Quark has like an issue.
Then the team that opened the AB gate must have been the ones who went through the blue door.
That would be Luna, Phi, and Dio.
Yeah, Dio always opens the gate early because he's a prick. Sometimes people are just pricks.
There's an explanation for that, I promise. Just tell me, have any of you seen
What up,
Quark?
Requiems? No. So Quark is gonna have his medical trouble
On the
now.
other side of the green door, we found a room called the treatment center. We found our key cards and left.
Should we
But
skip
on our way
this?
out, he just disappeared.
Dio opening the gate and Quark going missing isn't anything
No,
new.
that's not it. Look at this map.
The map shows that we all end up in the same place. You played and finished it? How did you
looks like
finish
there's
it
a pretty big room
already?
in the middle there. What is it?
You must have played it like
Warehouse similar to the one
non-stop
on
since the
4A.
last time you were in the stream.
In any event, we've spent some time searching.
That
We
game
have been
took me
unable to
like
locate
15
Quark.
hours. It's really good though, right? Like, a lot of the characters are really
That is a
interesting.
possibility.
Even the side characters
I will
are
return
well
and
written.
see.
I'm going back through the blue door.
The art is
Figure
amazing
I'll
as
take a
well.
look at the area Luna and her team were searching.
It's a really good game.
Right. Thanks. Sorry about all this.
I've completed
I guess there's nothing for it.
11
I'll
games
look for
this year,
Me too.
and I'd have to say that between like the first Zero
Yeah.
Escape
Let's go.
and Lost in
Chloe.
Random,
Right
that's
behind
like
you.
the top 2. I really liked the Room 4. The Room 4 was really good. The Room 4 Old Sins. The Surge was pretty good as well, but Lost in Random is probably like up there. I'm pretty sure when I beat this is gonna be like top 1 and 2, and it'll knock out Lost in Random. PEC. So we haven't seen this room ever before, right? Oh no, we have. You bought it? You didn't get it in the Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass?
It looks like a bunch of hazmat suits, probably for protection against viral or chemical agents.
So these things keep you from getting sick.
Yeah, that's the
Hey,
idea.
that's
We should
interesting.
ask Luna's group about them. They investigated this room first.
Are we all gonna wear the suits for this ending? We discovered the suits in another ending, in this one. But this one ended because we didn't know how to stop Vi from leaving after she picked Betray.
Well, let's have a look then.
I guess we don't even really need to explore this room, but this is all new, so I'll let it play. Damn, he's not here.
Oh, Quark. Where the hell did you go? I should have kept a closer eye on him. If I'd just been watching.
Yeah. The game doesn't have any graphics settings for the PC version, which meant that my PC was like, it wasn't struggling to run it, but it was actually like pinning my graphics card and processor. Temyoji's face was drawn and the knuckles on his fists were white. He was an old man, but until then I hadn't realized how old. Suddenly he looked very, very tired. This game is fucking him up, dude. First, he sees that dead woman, and he probably knows her. And now, like, his grandson goes missing. He's just a Japanese garbage man. He just wants to go home. Yeah, the game has no graphics settings on a PC. You can set the frame rate, and you can set the resolution, and that's it. So, my GTX 1070 was running at 100% the whole game. And I did get like 100, you know, to 120 to 144 frames. But it was like literally cooking my GPU. I even tried to limit...
It's pretty close. I'll give you that.
I tried to limit the frame rate to 100 and it didn't work.
Over there.
Then I tried to limit it to 60 and it still didn't help. It still ran like incredibly strenuously. I don't know what you would say. Yeah, I don't know what you would say. Like, it used 100% of the graphics card, no matter what you wanted to do with it.
Yeah, seems like it.
Alright, we got new chromatic doors.
Got a box.
I think we can skip this. I don't want to, but like, I feel like we can. I feel like we can skip this, because it's literally the same as this tree. But the A-B game is going to be different, and then what happens with Quark is going to be different.
No, first we look for Quark.
Alright, fuck it. We'll let it play. I'm just getting impatient for no reason. Yeah. He's not on floor B. He's probably on floor A.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, I wonder if the company will actually make another game. In a way, I hope that they make another game that's a similar style, but not necessarily the same universe. If that makes sense. Like maybe just Bernie's story. Remember when Bernie does the adventure and you guide him through the the pipes?
Oh, it's just you.
Oh no, through the
I'm guessing
walkie-talkie.
you haven't found Quark? I ran into Clover and Alice in the warehouse up on floor A. They told me about Quark and how you're all looking for him.
So he hasn't come back to the warehouse?
Nope. Maybe he just went off to ruminate on a solution to this game. Chewing his cud, so to speak.
What?
That's what ruminants do, isn't it? Why would I do that? It sounds so boring.
Dio's an asshole in like every
Why the hell
playthrough,
would I
right?
be worried about some kid I've never even seen before?
What?
For all I know, he's Zero Senior. He could be hiding in some swank little cubbyhole, swirling a glass of brandy and gloating. Look at all those fools running around.
True.
That's insane.
True though.
What, there's no way? Are you sure? Nobody knows what Zero looks like. He could totally be a kid. I warned you, Tenmyoji.
Hold on.
I told you it was a bad idea to just swallow everything that little bastard told you.
Hold on here. This. Free the Soul is a powerful religious order dedicated to establishing a new world order, and their Myrmidons are their front line. And then it says here, Myrmidons have the same face, suggesting that they may all be clones of a single person. Is Alice the Myrmidon? No, forget it. Forget it. I'm getting wrapped up in trying to suggest like who's the Myrmidon when really we should just be trying to find Quark.
Trust Quark.
Suit yourself. Just don't come crying to me.
The
when it
music
bites you
was
in the
really
ass.
interesting because, right, the music in Lost in Random was very reminiscent of Men in Black and the original Batman movie and Nightmare Before Christmas, right? The thing that they all have in common is that they have music made by Danny Elfman. But Lost in Random doesn't have music made by Danny Elfman. So, you know Danny Elfman from the band Oingo Boingo? Like, he did the music for a lot of the Tim Burton movies. So it's really interesting that they chose, like, you know, to make the music almost seem like the same music you would get from those specific movies. The menu theme, if you, like, wait on the main menu of the game, that song sounds exactly like the song from Men in Black 1. The brass song, that's like low tubas and like French horn. I think that's what it is. It's like low music, like really bassy. It's fucking crazy that they would think to do that, right? To hire somebody who makes music like Danny Elfman. The air grew thick with tension. But before their tempers managed to set it alight, Fi burst into the room. Oh shit. Fi's gonna say, "Come quick, we found a bomb," or
Sigma.
"Come quick."
Good.
Yep.
You've got Tenmyoji and Dio with you. We found something.
Oh no.
Come on, all of you.
She's gonna take us to the crew quarters and it's gonna be a bomb.
Just, you'll understand when you get there, all right?
Yeah.
Now come on. The crew quarters.
Yeah, Danny Elfman does a lot of the music for Tim Burton movies. Like, he did the music on the latest Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The one that's called Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. The Johnny Depp one. Oh shit! It's not the bomb.
No.
It's the murder.
What in the world?
The last time we went through the red door, the murder happened as well. Oh no. Jesus Christ. And then Clover freaks out and then the game ends, right? Get ready for game over. Get ready for it. There was a roaring in my ears, breathing, heartbeat. My footsteps sounded muffled, as if I was hearing them through layers of cotton. I pressed a shaking hand to Alice's neck. Her skin was still warm, but the only pulse I felt was my own. Luna was the same. They're dead, both of them. By then everyone had arrived, cramming themselves into the small cabin. Nobody spoke. Silence filled the room, flowing into my ears and throat like cold, brackish water. A chill shuddered its way through my body. I stood there frozen, staring at them. I'd seen a corpse before, but when we discovered the old lady... But this was different. The old woman had always been dead, at least to me, but Alice and Luna had known. They'd been living, breathing people less than an hour ago. This is different. This is different text for this, right? Compared to the first time you find them. Reality settled around my shoulders like a thick lead blanket, and my chest felt suddenly hollow. Yeah, there's more description of him looking at the bodies in the other ending. Who found them? My throat was dry as I spoke. It was a full minute before someone answered.
Clover, I think. When Kay and I ran over, it was pretty clear they were both dead.
Wait, when Kay and I ran over, she was just standing there next to the bodies. It was pretty clear they're both dead.
I think Clover killed them.
Me? Kill them?
You got into a fight with Alice after the AB game, didn't you? It looked like you two knew each other before you ended up here, so maybe you were trying to get her killed. None of us had any connection to her, which means you're the most likely to have a motive for murder. It's easy to see why she would have killed Luna, too. She probably caught you offing Alice, so you did her in too so she wouldn't rat you out.
I don't think that's true.
And the AB game is a motive, too.
Yeah.
Once someone's dead, they can't vote anymore.
They'll automatically go to ally.
Automatically ally.
Yep.
If your opponent's guaranteed to ally...
We can skip this, I believe. It's not letting me, though.
Dio.
Alright, fuck it, I won't.
Then that would mean Dio had a motive as well.
Yep. Alice saw him killing Luna, so he had to shut her up.
Why the hell would I do something like that?
Pay attention next time. You do it to get an advantage in the next round of the AB game.
What kind of cold-hearted bastard kills a lady for a few points?
I'm more interested in Alice's condition than in her killer's motives.
Okay, so in one of the endings that we've had so far, Alice's hands are covered in blood, and it's a scalpel that stabbed her, right? And then in the next ending that we got, where Alice was dead, it was this knife. It looks like a dagger's hilt. Like, this is like the hilt of a dagger. It actually looks like the hilt of a dagger, as in specifically a dagger meant for combat, rather than a knife, like a kitchen knife, because it has a... what do you call it? A guard? Nah, dude, you're fine. You're totally fine. Yeah, and in this one as well, her hands aren't covered in blood. So it's almost like somebody else stabbed her. But she didn't defend herself, right? Let me think for a minute. Let me think. It's possible that she stabbed herself, right? But her back's against the wall. So if your back is against the wall like this, it normally means you were like cornered, right? Like you wouldn't, if you're gonna go into a room and stab yourself, would you turn your face to the door and then stab yourself? Is she a part of that cult? The Free the Soul cult, and she was trying to like kill herself to get a way out?
I am as well.
Fuck, dude. I have no idea. I think we just gotta let it play out.
Her clothes are barely disturbed.
See?
If it weren't for the knife and, blood, she would look as if she was sleeping.
Well, maybe she was just killed while she was sleeping.
If she wanted to take a nap, why sit on the floor when there's a bed nearby?
That is a little strange. But a better question is, would she really be sleeping right now anyway? Hardly seems like a time for a nap.
Yeah.
She was probably put to sleep then.
Did they drug her first?
Oh, come on. How did
Possibly.
Zero Senior knock all of us out?
Possibly. In this facility, there's a drug called Soparil. And Soparil could either be dispersed as an aerosol or an injected thing. And we are aware that there's 2 things of Soparil injections that can put people to sleep. We're aware of at least 2. There might be even more. To explain this tree and whatever, like really quickly, the game's a visual novel that has multiple endings. And each one of these splits is a decision that the player makes. So the player makes a decision to go through like a different colored door. That decision means that you're then in a room solving a different puzzle with different people. So each one of these is a different puzzle, right? And then every time you get to like one of these trees, you're making a decision either to ally with people or to betray. That's called the A, B game. But then the main game is choosing the doors and whatever. when you get to one of these black boxes, it's an ending. It's like a possible end to the game. But rather than being like a traditional game where you're trying to replay it to find the correct ending, right? Say, for example, this is the correct ending. You've made all the right decisions. Woohoo, you win. The game doesn't work like that. If you haven't completed the other trees in the game, the possible ending won't be revealed. Because your character is experiencing different timelines. They're not aware of it, but they're experiencing different timelines and they know things from the other playthroughs. So for example, this is a part where the game ended because we didn't have 2 doses of an antiviral medication to cure 2 infected people. But you can see that the game continues on past that. So rather than being a game over, you have to play other sections of the game in order to get the location of the antidote into the player's head, so that when you come back here, you're able to find it. It is like choosing your own ending, and you can definitely like aim for an ending, but the object of the game is to get the true ending by completing all the other parts of the game. So even though it's a split tree and it's like separate endings, you think about it as being like one giant game that you need to complete. You know what I mean? It's like the solution to this puzzle here might actually be up here. And it's not even enough for the player to know it. The game has to actually know that you know it by having you beat this part of the game. So it's not like in, say you played a game like Resident Evil, where there was a locker room, and you knew the combination to the locker was 701. So you go into that room on your new playthrough, knowing that it's 701, and you type it in. Right? A normal game does that, and it's like, okay, it's 701, you get the items early because you knew the code. This game, sometimes it would stop here because there's like a padlock and you don't know the code to it. And even if you knew the code was like 701, your character needs to know it by you playing another direction. Like, you know, maybe it's down here, maybe it's down here. It's like a really weird way of thinking about it, but that's basically it. Did I explain that well or not? Because I don't even know. The cool thing is, you can return to any of these sections and you don't need to replay them. So you don't need to replay all the stuff that's in blue. You can just skip to the decision and choose the other decision. So you don't have to play the whole game over and over and over again. But some sections are the same, but slightly different. So right now, like it says after pantry, this is after escape, and these were almost identical, but the differences are very small things like the murder weapon, the blood, etc. Right? Yeah, there's no shortcuts.
So
you can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna finish it in one playthrough.
With the white gas,
impossible.
Then killed them both?
Yeah. However it happened, one of the people in this room did it. Well, maybe not one of the people in this room. I forgot about somebody.
There's 9 people in the game, and one of them is the person who organized this whole thing. And they're saying that the person who organized it is the killer, but we're not entirely sure about that. But we know that the person who organized the game is a player in the game.
Are you talking about Quark?
He disappears and then suddenly there's a murder? I don't know about you, but that seems pretty suspicious to me.
Also, Quark's a child.
Quark couldn't have done this.
He's like 12 years old.
Then why'd he disappear?
There must have been some kind of accident.
Then I might have it backwards. If he wasn't the murderer, maybe he was one of the murdered. Well, that would explain his sudden disappearance, right?
You son of a bitch.
Man, this game is so anime.
Calm down there, big guy. Don't tell me it never crossed your mind. I just said what you were all thinking.
There's a chance that Quark is murdered somewhere, but I think that it's more likely that he went to murder
10
himself.
minutes remain until Ambidex
Yes.
polling closes.
I would say yes. It's a detective game.
All players, please
But
enter your votes.
it's a visual
no
novel.
vote is recorded
So
before the
it's
deadline
not
has
really so
passed,
much as like, are you
any
gonna work it out?
non-voting
And like,
parties will
yeah.
automatically ally.
It's not so much a detective game where you need to work out who the killer is and then put in the right name. It's more a detective game as like, like watching a movie, right? Like, it's like watching a movie and trying to work it out as you play. If that makes more sense. It's not like, okay, you could say at any point, this guy's the killer, congratulations, you beat the game. It's more like watching a movie and you need to wait to the end to see. And then if you're right, you know, you just get the satisfaction of being right, rather than completing the game. If that makes sense, I don't even know.
The AB rooms, guys.
Yeah, this is kind of like a Nancy Drew. The adventure puzzle parts are like Nancy Drew.
Oh, so you're gonna abstain, huh? That's some good luck for you, Clover. Sigma was paired with Alice. Sadly, it looks like she won't be able to vote.
The puzzle solving is exactly like
If
Nancy
Sigma
Drew,
abstains,
like point and
then
clicks
you'll have
and
no one voting against
cryptic puzzle things.
Hey, come on, cheer up. This is your chance to escape.
Escape?
That's right. Right now, your BP's at 6. Sigma's saying he won't vote.
Should I explain about the BP thing?
Clover would get 3 points, bringing her to 9.
Alright, so there's a thing called the AB game where you can ally or betray against somebody. And if one person allies, oh my god. If two people ally, they both get +2 points. If one person allies and this person betrays, the person who allied gets -2 points. Is it -2? It's -2, right? Yeah. And the person who betrayed gets +3. If both people betray, they both get 0 points. If this person allies and this person betrays, the betrayer gets +3 and the ally gets -2. You start the game with 3 points and you need 9 points to win and leave through the door. So if you were to betray people twice in a row, in 2 games, you would get 9 points. If you were to ally twice in a row, you would end up on 8 points. And you would then need to play a 3rd game. Right? That's as good as I can explain that. I don't know. But the way that the teams work is 2 people are on one team and 1 people's on another. And then 2 people's on this team, 1 person's on another. And then 2 people's on this team, 1 person's on another. So they choose like ally or betray, ally and ally, betray and betray, right? And they decide as a group. So these 2 people decide as a group against this person. The plot twist is kind of that this person is the person you've been solving the puzzle with. So you kind of get to build a rapport with them and like work out who they are and whether or not you trust them before you go into the games. Every time we've allied, it's ended up with a dead end. So we're kind of currently on betray playthroughs. How much points do we have right now? We have 6, right?
Oh, so you are going to vote? Well, you are, right? How exciting. Sigma should have 6 BP, just like Clover.
Yeah.
That means this next round is a one-on-one fight. If one of them can trick the other one, they'll have enough BP to get out of here. Can't wait to see who wins.
I'm gonna ally, because I want to see what happens.
Oh, this is definitely getting interesting.
Right. We should get to the Flore warehouse, guys. Come on.
If I ally and Clover betrays, she goes to 9 points and I go back down to 4. And then it'll be interesting to see if Clover wants to leave. If Clover like rushes through the door. Hey Clover, can you choose ally? And then Clover's not talking to me. We'll be stuck at 6 points if we both choose betray. But if we both cooperate, we'll get 2 points and then we'll both have 8. And I think that means we'd have the highest points in the game. That means it'd be pretty easy for us to get 9 in the next round, yeah. Clover's not talking because Alice was her co-worker. I said I want you to choose ally.
Okay. You'll choose ally too, right?
Yes. I am actually going to do that. I'm not tricking her this time. She gave me a strange sort of absent nod and turned to shuffle into the closest AB room, and wasn't sure if she'd actually understood me, but given the effect that Alice is deaf, blah blah blah. What? I wasn't sure if she'd actually understood me, but given the effect that Alice's death was having on her, I didn't think there was much else I could have done. I was preparing to enter an AB room of my own when I heard Phi's voice at my elbow and turned.
Sigma, we need to talk.
Uh-oh. Is she gonna reveal some spooky
How are you
secrets?
planning to vote?
I'm planning to ally. We're both planning to ally.
Yeah, I thought so. Listen to me, Sigma. Because Luna's not voting in this round, her vote will default to ally. Her opponent is Dio and me. That means we're pretty much guaranteed to have 9 BP by the end of this round.
Oh, that's interesting as well. So, to get back to like this thing I was talking about, how you vote in pairs. Say that blue and red are on a pair, right? And green's on the other pair. In previous situations where red has died and left these two people, right? Or say for example, the exact same scenario but blue has died, right? It's up to these people to vote. Do you see? But this is the first situation we've had, I believe it's the first situation we've had, where the individual has died. In which case, why would you care about stealing points from the individual? If they were to lose 2 points and go down to like -1 point, which puts them below 0, and then they were to die, right? Why does it matter if they die if they're already dead? We've never had this situation happen where the team is alive and the individual is dead. So of course Dio and Phi are gonna vote to betray. And they're gonna vote to ally, so it'll be BA. You know? Like if the person's already dead, why would you care? It's a little skeleton. Alright, anyway.
Luna's only got 1 BP left. But she's not wearing her bracelet anymore. You saw that, right? That means it won't do anything if her BP goes negative. Well, it's not like it can make her any deader anyway.
That's basically what I just said.
You have to betray Clover. If you can get to 9 BP, then I'll take you with us.
Huh? I mean, you're planning to escape?
Of course. If you don't come with us, you're gonna be stuck here for the rest of your life.
I didn't explain that part. Okay, so the big door, the number 9 door with the number 9 on it, it has a little code reader at the side. Somebody with 9 points on their bracelet can open the door, and then the door opens for 9 seconds. Okay? It doesn't say that only one person can go through the door, but it says that only one person's bracelet is necessary to open it. So one person needs to get to 9 and open the door, and then they have 9 seconds to leave. If you left and your bracelet had 8, you would die. The bracelet would kill you. So the people who have 9 points could stay and play the game and let everybody else get 9 points and they could all leave, right? They could do that, which is what she wants me to do. If Dio has 9 and if Phi has 9, then Dio, Phi, and then me are all on 9 points. We can all leave through the door, but everybody else is left and they can never leave. The door will only open once. I didn't explain that part. So, Sigma, yeah, if you just wait until everyone has 9 BP.
You really think Dio's gonna stick around once he's got enough points to split?
True.
You gotta make a choice here. The number 9 door is only gonna open once. If you pick Ally and Clover does too, then you only have 8 points. I promise you Dio's gonna make a break for it as soon as he can. If you want to have any chance of getting out, you need those 3 points. Now.
So if I want to get out, I have to betray Clover.
Right.
Why are you telling me this? How do I know you didn't just tell Clover the same thing? Oh, true.
Talk to Clover?
She could have just told
I have about
Clover
as
to do the
much
same
luck
shit.
talking to a potato right
So
now.
that we both get 0
Truth
points
is,
and we're stuck on 6
I
and
want you
stuck
to come
here.
with me. I just know that you're important somehow.
Huh? What the fuck? Did you tell Kay? He's got 6 points right now too, you know.
No, I haven't talked to him.
If Kay
He's
gets 9
playing
points, he
against
leaves.
10 Myoji. 10 Myoji's only got 1 point left.
So if he chooses ally, he's going to penal. Yeah.
Exactly.
Shit, son!
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, lads. We're gonna
It's
vote
almost
ally.
time. Remember what I said. You have to choose betray.
Fuck you, Fi. I'm choosing ally. I'm my own man. She looked me in the eye until I nodded, then turned and jogged to her door. I'm voting ally, because, like I said, we can come back and pick betray. The game wants us to come back and pick betray. I'm picking ally. Bong bong. It's ally time. Is Clover really going to choose ally? If she does, then all I have to do is choose betray and I'm out here. No, I promised to choose allies, so that's what I'm going to do. But Dio is almost certainly going to have 9 BP after this round. If he gets out, I'm going to be stuck here forever.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
It's ally time. It's ally time. It has to be.
3, 2, 1.
Bonk.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been. Results will thank you.
We can skip this. Now we go over to the leaderboard. And we get to see what everybody voted. Voting's public, by the way. I don't even know if I mentioned that. You get to know what other people voted based on the wall. You don't need to work it out based on their bracelet points.
Wait! Dio!
Oh shit! Fi's voice echoed hollowly, that's a nice word, hollowly across the room. I followed her eyes to the number 9 door. There he fucking goes, lads! Look at the budget, look at the budget, look at the budget! We don't even see Dio. We don't even see him leaving, we just get a noise. Oh no. Answers vary per timeline? Hold on, what the fuck do you mean answers vary per timeline? Oh, yeah, we know that, sorry, we know that, yeah. Because when we first picked ally up here, we got betrayed, and then when we picked betray up here, she chose ally. I know what you mean. We were up against the same opposition in these two cases, and in this case, we voted ally and it was betray, and in this case, we voted betray and it was ally. So they do, yeah, you're right, they switch based on what it is. You can't save scum it. Like, you can't be like, oh, well, I know they're gonna vote this, so I'll vote this way. It doesn't work like that. Dio. So he's going for it. I broke into a run, hoping foolishly that I might be able to catch him.
No, he's going to try and open it.
So it has come to this then.
He's fucking out.
What's going on? He hasn't
Break
even
his
seen
knees.
the results yet.
He doesn't care. He has 9 points on his bracelet. It took only seconds for Temuyuji and Kay to explain the math to her.
No!
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Oh, shit! The announcer's voice hadn't even faded when Dio reached the door. With a grunt, he swung the lever down. Look at this budget. Look at this budget. Did you see Dio pull the lever there? Great budget.
Yes, it's opening.
Wait!
There's no point in trying to stop him now. The door has already opened.
But...
What a dickhead. Dio leapt for the door without so much as a backwards glance. Fi paused in front of it, turned back to look at me.
What happened?
I chose ally. I made a promise. Clover trusted me.
Sigma.
Sigma balls.
I see. Makes sense. I guess that's how this ends then.
Oh no.
You had to make a choice that was right for you. And now, I have to make the choice that's right for me. Goodbye.
What is this? What is this, what is this sad voice all about? You know what I'm saying? You know how many times I'm gonna turn people into Mario in this game? Many.
Sigma.
Fi turned, her eyes sad, and followed Dio through the door. Now we have to go back to the break room and eat curry and drink vodka.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Well, rest
Well,
in
that's
peace.
it. There's nothing we can do now.
We can only hold out hope that help will arrive.
Sigma, thank you for choosing Ally.
Promise is a promise, true.
What about Luna, Alice, and the old woman? Who killed them?
Maybe one of the people who just escaped.
True. Could have been Dio. Could have been
Well,
Fi.
There's one other person.
Quark.
God. Quark. You're right. I still have to find Quark.
He'd forgotten about his own grandson. He's like, yeah, you're right, my grandson. Suddenly full of energy, Tamuji leapt up and took off for one of the warehouse exits. That left only myself, Clover, and Kay, which stared at the number 9 door in silence. It would never open again. What else could we do but stare? That's it. That's it, lads. Game over. Game over? Alright. 18 and a half hours into this game, and I still don't have an ending. Technically, I still don't have an ending. Alright. Shit. I guess we're coming up here, right? We gotta do this one. I'm working from the highest up ones to the lowest ones. So in this one we chose Ally, and in this one we're gonna have to choose Betray. Yep.
10 seconds remain until...
Well, the decision's yours. Now decide. Ally or Betray?
3, 2, 1.
Hold on. It's not gonna let me look. I need to look one last time. So in this one, all we've done so far is came into the facility, went through the yellow door, solved the puzzle in the infirmary, and then we had to Ally or Betray. So basically, we haven't done anything in this playthrough. We betrayed, which I think Fi wanted us to do.
Round 1 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed. Thank you, Ambidex.
Alright, cool. It's rabbit time. It's fine, I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps slow and heavy. So in this one, we found the dead body of the woman that Tenmyoji seems to know. So Tenmyoji is still sad in this one. What happened to make him like that?
You chose Betray, huh? That's messed up.
What? You said I should.
Hey, I didn't say that.
Yeah, she denies that she said to say
I just asked you a question.
She said it's the most logical thing, but then she says, no, I didn't tell you to
What
do
would
that.
happen to our BP if 10 Myoji chose to betray us?
Yeah. It was a leading question. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. I was wondering why you were so happy to let me choose after you lost in rock, paper, scissors. You were planning to use me as a scapegoat all along.
Was I?
She was. Fucking look at her.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But no! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
I don't know what the results are going to be for everybody
Anyway,
else's group.
We need to go have a look at the results first.
Are they all going to
Come on.
be betray for the group and ally for the singles this time? I'm thinking it's going to be ally for all the singles and betray for all the others.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Let's get ready to rock!
Amberdex game! Round 1! The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Kay and Clover betray against Luna who allied. Betray against... Yep! They're all betray for the groups and ally for the singles like I predicted. How the fuck did I know that? Luck, I guess.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
So hold on. Luna, Alice, and...
I got betrayed?
And 10 Myoji? If Luna, Alice, and 10 Myoji are all on 1 point, I think that's the first time that those three have all been on 1 point before. Like, together.
Last time.
He chose ally? Why? He chose betray last time. So, to explain again, your character is kind of aware of the multiple timelines, so this is the first time he's ever voted in that game. This is technically the first time he's ever voted, and he's saying last time. Because he remembers the other trees.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Don't even worry about it. The truth was, I didn't know why I said that either. The words had just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
Oh, you're the one who chose betray. I should be asking you why.
I told him you might choose betray.
I can't believe you. I'd never choose betray. I trusted you two. And this is what I got.
He did choose betray last time.
I apologize.
We chose ally, he chose betray.
Oh, yeah, I guess you've got a point. It's Sigma's fault. You want to blame someone, blame him.
Yeah, what a bitch! What a bitch!
Bah. What, you gonna fight each other now?
Yes.
I don't care which one of you pushed the button. I'm never trusting either of you again. This isn't over. Just you wait.
Is that right, Mario? I tried to think of something to say before I could come up with the right words. He was gone. I spun around. Fi, what the fuck? But she was gone too. How'd she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fi, I noticed that Clover, Kay, and Luna seemed to be having some kind of argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen
Why did you do it?
Huh? Surreptitiously.
Sorry. I guess I wanted to get out of here as soon as possible, you know?
I apologize, but I felt the same way.
But if we all choose ally, then we could all escape together.
Oh
It only
wait!
takes 3 turns
I'm
to
wrong.
get 6 points.
Luna always chooses ally in the first games. In every single one of these, Luna has chosen ally in the first games. And Luna has never been your opponent in the first game. So, every single time you get fucked. Regardless.
That would be enough to get us out.
But she has chosen ally every time.
Well, of course we know that. But if we betray, then it's faster.
If your opponent chooses ally and you choose betray, then you gain 3 points. Do that twice and you get 6 points. You see?
If you ally, then you have to play the AB game 3 times.
But if you betray somebody, you only have to do it twice.
Why are you acting like that's the right thing to do? I almost feel like you're blaming me or something.
We aren't trying to blame you.
But, I mean, if you just think about it, wouldn't it make sense to choose betray?
Forget it. I understand now. It was silly of me to trust you guys.
Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she were crying, but I couldn't see her face. Is that the first time she's cried? Alice, Dio, and Quark, however, seem to be having some issues of their own.
Fine. You just wait.
Man, this is all your fault, Quark.
My fault? Why are you blaming me?
They exchanged dark looks, then stomped off in different directions. Damn, they're all mad at each other.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right you are. So, let me just close them.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round.
So basically it explains that you need moon cards to open the doors now, instead of using the, were they star cards or sun cards that we had already? It's not important, but basically the cards we used to open them the first time don't work again, and we need to complete more puzzles to get more cards.
Moon cards.
I'm gonna click skip, because it's just explaining basically what we already know. And then he explains about how the bracelets kill you if you go to 0 points. We've already seen all of this though. Then Sigma, the player character, tries to reconcile, like, why is he being, you know, singled out? Why was he even here in the first place? We've already seen this earlier today. He thinks about, like, the abduction and what happened during his abduction. And then we get to choose where to go. And these are just, these parts are different, actually. These parts might be different, so I'm not going to skip these. But I am going to go and make a cup of coffee, because it is 20 minutes to 11. Yeah, I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. I'll be like 5 minutes. I'll be less than that. And when I come back, we're going to do this way. And then we're gonna do this way, and then we're gonna do this way, then we're gonna do this way. But yeah, we got a long one coming up. Escape room game soon though, right? Got a little novel that we've seen before, another novel we've seen before, I think, and then we'll go into the red room again. I'll BRB. I'm gonna give you guys the BRB screen. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. I'll be as quick as possible. Thanks for watching and stuff. I'll be back. 5 minutes. Hello? So last night when I made a coffee, I overfilled the mug. So when I came up here, I spilled it on my desk, and I didn't know that I spilled it, and it absorbed into all of my note papers, and it made me feel like a real detective. You know when people in movies have like a coffee stain on their like it's their grandfather's notebook, or like some serial killer's notes, his ransom letter, and he spills coffee on it. Oh no. Alright. Let's go to the lounge and talk to the ladies.
Ah, Sigma.
Another dude. This place is turning into a real sausage fest.
Hold on. In the first playthrough ever that we did of this, it was all women in the in the lounge. Yeah.
No. Although I guess I did notice that the sofa's pretty comfortable.
Yeah. He talks about the comfortable sofa, and he says there was nothing suspicious. He shows us the magazine. Yeah, we don't need to read any of this.
What about you, Sigma?
Blah, 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 blah.
You were one of the people searching the infirmary, weren't you?
Yeah, we found nothing. I dug out a paper from my pocket and handed it to Luna. This is a newspaper article.
A piece of newspaper.
But we think it's fake. Yeah.
The headline says, Radical 6 infection spreads.
We'll listen to it anyway.
To elude authorities.
What? What is Radical 6? Okay. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised.
Uh-oh, I just dropped some frames for some reason. A cold silence fell over the room. For several long minutes, no one spoke. It was Kay who finally broke the silence.
Is there a chance? I mean, I certainly hope it isn't the case, but could it be that this facility is, in fact, one of the quarantine locations that clipping mentions?
Then, you're saying we're all infected with this Radical 6 virus?
Yeah, none of us have shown any symptoms.
Feel a little strange.
And then they talk
Lost
about
my balance a few times.
They talk about how their bodies feel weird, and then I think this is when they mention that their abduction dates don't match.
Probably just because you were asleep for so long.
Yeah,
Are
we'll
you
listen to it.
suggesting that our incarceration here has nothing to do with this article?
Yeah, it just doesn't add up. The order's backwards. Maybe if we'd been thrown in here after this virus started spreading. But right now it looks like we were abducted before this thing turned into a pandemic. How's that make any kind of sense? Besides, you found that article in the safe, right? That means Zero Senior put it there specifically so we could find it and read it.
Why would Zero do something like that?
So that we'd think this place is a quarantine facility. So that we'd think what Zero wants us to think.
How do you mean?
This thing is just a prop. Something to set the scene. Zero's trying to freak us out. That article is a fake.
Yeah. If it was real, why not leave the whole paper and then just circle it in red? You know? Because it's harder to fake a whole paper. I like Dio's theory that the newspaper article is fake. And it has like a lot of credibility. The fact that the back of the paper is black, which, you know, normally newspapers are printed on both sides. Unless it was a full page ad, which I doubt. Because it would be front page news. Or like, You know, it'd be the first couple of pages in the paper.
Right. That lazy son of a bitch. Probably too much of a pain in the ass to fake a whole paper.
What does the other side look like?
See? There you go. Why would a newspaper just be black on one side?
Well, perhaps there was an ad there.
An ad?
Some sort of full-page ad with a black background.
Oh! See, it says, I bet you any money an article like this was front page news. It's too big of a story. If you consider the front page of a newspaper to be page 1, okay, which in the UK, we consider the front page where the headline is, right? We consider this to be page 1 of the newspaper, and then this is page 3. Then this is page 2, right? So as you open up the newspaper, if you open up the newspaper, this is page 1, or this is page 2, sorry, and this is page 3. If the article about the pandemic thing was here, then the front cover of the paper would have to have black on it. But they do that. In the UK, we have a newspaper called The Sun, right? And The Sun's logo looks like this. It says sun in white on a red background. Okay? And the rest of it's red. But on days, like specific days when the country's in mourning, for example, when Princess Diana died in 1997, they printed with black. And they had sun with in white with a black background, right? And they ran a full page picture of Princess Diana. Possibly a front page ad or a page 2 article which has the cover on the back of it would have a front page covered in black, right? We had the same thing when, I think, the Grenfell Tower disaster, the Grenfell Tower, when the tower block in London caught fire and all the people died. I'm pretty sure that when The Sun published that one, the front page of the newspaper was either like a black and white picture of the tower, or it was... What I'm trying to say is, I don't think that black being on the back of the newspaper article means it's fake. I think it's fairly credible that you would print like a large page black picture on the cover so that page 2 would have that on the reverse. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Even I know that, and I can count the number of times I've read a paper on one hand. If Zero Senior really wanted to trick us, why not go all out? Only an idiot would fall for this. It's pathetic. Am I right or what?
I suppose you do have a point.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, he doesn't remember hearing news about a pandemic. And I think this is when it gets on to the part where he's like, you know, what day did I get abducted? And if he was abducted on Christmas Day, then a pandemic literally killed 100k people in 6 days.
You're right. We would have heard about it.
I think this is when they find the magazine.
Good idea.
Oh wait, no. The consensus seemed to be that they intended to remain. Okay, see you later. With a wave of my hand, I made it to the exit. Where to next? So, I don't think it really matters. That was all the same stuff, the same dialogue as last time. I guess it made me think about it again for a second time. But that was the same dialogue as before.
Sigma, what do you want?
What do I want? What? Do you think I'm here to play doctor? Only if you're secretly Clover. What the fuck? That is...
Tell you what, How about I'll be the doc? You get on the exam table, and I'll cut you open with that scalpel over there.
Oh, wow. Temyoji.
What the hell do you think? My BP's down to 1 thanks to you. Yes, and that makes it all better. You goddamn idiot.
Yeah, I got fucked. Well, what the heck am I supposed to do? Yeah, I can't give him the BP back. Seems like I'm already doing that.
You don't know the half of it. Just get out of my sight.
That's new, by the way. Temyoji being pissed off at us is new.
Leave before I make yours black. The last guy I fought went home in an ambulance.
Shouldn't have picked a fight with a paramedic then. Wow.
Up.
Wow, we're a big troll. Shoved my hands in my pockets and looked around the room. So is it just you here?
Yeah.
This side?
Quark's over there, having a look around. And there's... You really gonna make me say it?
Oh, the dead body. The lady who was murdered. You've been acting kind of weird since we found her. Why is that?
Normal? We found a dead body. What ain't normal is all of you just running around like nothing happened.
He's right about this.
Some of you probably don't even remember she's in here.
Yeah, he's right about this. Like, everybody else seems not to care that the woman's dead. Like, we move on fairly quick. Yeah.
Oh, because it's trying to survive, huh?
It's only been like 10 minutes since they found the body.
Think we had to figure out who killed her first?
No. What does that have to do with anything?
Much, do you? I'll bet you a pound of neodymium. The bastard who grabbed us is the same bastard who killed her.
Oh shit! This is new. In one of the other endings, in one of the other trees, Tenmyoji says, I found a warehouse full of rare earth minerals. Not in the facility, he's talking about outside. He says, I found a facility full of rare earth minerals. And I remember it like tweaked my interest because he says specifically rare earth, right? He says rare. And the only thing that I consider as rare earth is rare earth magnets. And he's just said neodymium. Right? That's the first time he said that. I'll bet you a pound of neodymium. It struck me as weird because he said rare and not like precious metals. He said rare earth metals. Interesting.
Who else could it be?
If Zero is one of us, then you're saying one of us murdered the old lady. You saw it too, right? The person in the gas mask. Is it gonna tell me when Tenmyoji was abducted? Did you notice anything?
Not really. The gas made pretty short work of me. Me and Quark. Yeah, we were.
Were they on a train, right?
So what if he is? Why do you want to know? That doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here.
But what if it does? Maybe it'll shed some light on something else.
I'm pretty sure it won't. Quark's got nothing to do with this.
Is this got something to do with you?
What is it, goddammit? What do you want? Why don't you just leave me alone? Wait, what? There's nothing suspicious about me.
Tell me this then. When and where did Zero Senior abduct you? I think he reveals it was a train.
Like I'm gonna tell that to someone who betrayed me.
But he doesn't reveal the when, right?
Hey, stop it. Quark! Don't tell him a damn thing!
Ooh, shit. I started towards the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but he's having a freak out. Yep, he's having a freak out, boys. Had a confused look on his face. Hey Quark, are you alright? Can you hear me?
Huh?
Is this a big magnet on his head, by the way? What the fuck is on his head? Oh shit, I'm dropping frames again. I'm not really sure why I'm dropping frames. I just dropped like another 1,000 frames, but it doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't disconnect people. Yeah, as long as you don't get disconnected, it's fine, but I'm dropping like a shit ton of frames. Oh, fuck. I'm dropping a ton of frames out of nowhere. Same as like the other night last week. Yet somehow last night I could stream 6 hours, no problem. Huh. Seems stable now. I'm sorry, chat. If you just got disconnected, not sure why. I'm currently like, I just dropped about fucking 5,000 frames. I'm gonna keep going because it looks like I haven't actually disconnected, but it looks like it kicked a bunch of you guys off.
What? Is something happening?
Never mind, it's happening again. I am gonna restart the stream. I guess I don't need to do anything here to restart the stream. I'm gonna disconnect.